together forever. So yeah, my father was always really involved and is still really involved with the football. So this will probably be Athena when I finish my arm.
Athena, okay.
So yes, I really like Greek mythology.
Dimi, nice to host you in our interview. Today we are focusing on tattoos, and you are one of these Jagiellonia's player who has a lot of tattoos, mostly on your arms. So, can you explain a little bit which tattoos are the most important and what these tattoos are presenting?
Yes, so here on my right arm, on the outside, I have a tattoo with me and my father, with the football, with the text in Greek, together forever. So yeah, my father was always really involved and is still really involved with the football.
And
So,
tell me, did your father were informed that he will be on your tattoo, or was it some kind of, oh, Daddy, I have a surprise for you?
yeah, a little bit like the second thing you said. So it was a surprise. So I put it and then I called him. I FaceTimed him to show him the tattoo, and he really liked it.
Okay. And you've got also some mythology.
Yes, yes. So my left arm, I have like I want to do full with the mythology. So I have here, I have Atlas.
Yes.
Then I have Zeus with Pegasus on
Pegasus.
on this side, and then here on top I have Heracles.
Heracles.
Yes. So and this will probably be Athena when I finish my arm.
Athena, okay.
So yes, I really like Greek mythology. Of course, I'm connected as Greek.
Why
to
you
it.
change? Why you have chosen them? Why? Because Heracles, I think it's pretty obvious because he is one of the heroes, very famous and so on. But for example, why Atlas? Because Atlas maybe in the Greek mythology maybe wasn't the very positive person.
Yes, it's because first of all, I really like the style of the tattoo. So I think it looks really cool.
Okay.
And also the storyline with Zeus because yeah, he banned him
Yes.
in the fight. So I think it was cool to have them both on one arm, you know. So that's the reason why I put Atlas and Zeus on the same arm. So I think about it a little bit, you know. Also, really, I just really do what I like the most, what I think will look the coolest. But of course, it has a little bit of a storyline.
Does it mean that you are interested about the ancient Greek and Greece and the Greek mythology?
Yes, yes. And not sincerely that I would say that I believe in everything, but I really love like the history of Greece for sure, and then the mythology comes with it. And I think for tattoos, it's just a really cool style to have.
It's always connected with a
Yes.
the history of ancient Greek and the later ancient Rome.
Yes.
And you have also the Spartan soldier, yes?
Yeah, should I show? No, we cannot show.
Maybe it might be.
No, so Spartan, from when I was really young, I had this with my father that he really got me into Spartans.
Okay.
He's a big fan of it. We watched films of it, like the 300, you know. So I was always really a fan of Sparta, and I always thought like I would put a tattoo of it somewhere.
Okay.
So no, I finally put it, and I'm really happy with it.
Is the history of Leonidas some kind of inspiration for you?
Yes, I just think you know, it's real Greek blood, you know, when you talk about Leonidas, and I have the text Molon Lave, which takes you can come and get it, you know, the history with the fight with the Persians. So I'm just really interested in the history, and yeah, proud of the history also. So that's why I like to wear it on my body.
Is it kind of your identification because you are originally born in Holland, in Netherlands? So you are connected with Greece mostly by your parents. Does it mean that you want to, let's say, show everyone that maybe I was born in Holland, but in my soul I'm true Greek?
Not really. I don't need to show that I'm real Greek. I know for myself. I love both countries. I grew up in the Netherlands, but I feel more Greek. I can say like this. Not that I want to show it. I just feel connected more with the things in Greece.
Mm-hmm. And tell me, Dimi, for example, if you can compare today the level of life between Greece and Holland. It's obvious that in Holland this level of life is higher. Maybe the one thing which is better in Greece, maybe it's the weather. But what things from Greece
Yes.
would you put to Holland?
Well, for sure the food. Really, the food in Greece is unbelievable, and I think Netherlands we are missing it a little bit. The weather, of course, but also the way the people are. I think Netherlands, everybody's really focused about their job. Maybe they're a little bit more cold than the Greek people. Greek people are really open people, friendly people. They like to enjoy life. So I think these things.
Were you always, from your childhood, wanted to discover your roots, your Greek roots, or maybe when you were growing up, suddenly you said, "Oh, maybe it might be interesting"?
Well, I think from the beginning when I was young, because it was more my father who, of course, from young age, he always teach me what my roots are. So, and of course, you have the phase where you get interested yourself. But I always, from young age, I learned from my father. We speak Greek in the house. He learned me about history. So that's why I think I always was really proud Greek.
So you were growing up in, let's say, two languages house, yes?
Yes. Yeah, so my mother is Dutch, but my mother speaks fluent Greek. So in the household it's mostly Greek. When I talk to my mother I speak Dutch, but no, in the house we speak mostly just Greek.
Mm-hmm. And how it was when you were a child, when you were a young boy? Of course, in Holland there are a lot of migrants from many countries, not only Greece, but also Poland and other nationalities, even outside Europe. So, did someone pay attention on you when you were mentioned that I'm Greek, or nothing, or it wasn't nothing special?
Greek is a little bit more less common, of course, than the other countries we have, because in Netherlands you have a lot of migrants, what you say, from a lot of countries, but Greece is not so common. So it was not really special because you have a lot of nationalities, but of course it was a little bit different. But for me, I just look like a Dutch boy, so it's not until somebody said my name that they would know that I'm also half Greek.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, Dimi, in last December you played your very first game in Holland after your move to Jagiellonia.
Mm-hmm.
How important for you was that game? For you personally, I'm not talking about the team, when of course was playing to, let's say, have the best position before these knockout playoffs, but for you personally, how important was to show yourself in front of one of your two homelands?
Yeah, it's when you talk about it like this, it's bigger than it was for me, I think, because I just looked at it in a way like I can play in front of some of my family, but I was not really paying attention that it was in the Netherlands, because for me, every match is the same. Of course, it was a really important match for us as team, but for me it was not really too big of a deal that I played in the Netherlands.
I remember when you came to Białystok, when you signed the contract, it was directly one day after the, let's say, the party, the gala, which was resuming the previous season in Ekstraklasa. So, what can you say about our league after this more or less 6 months?
Well, I think it's much harder than people think, even than I thought, I think. Well, you can see it's really growing, of course, just to see all the lists that Poland is getting better and better, our competition. But no, for me, it's, to be honest, not that much of a difference compared to the Netherlands. Level-wise, of course, you have some differences in playing style, but it's for me, it's a difficult league. You can see everybody's really close to each other from 1 to 18. So no, I really enjoy playing in the league, but I think it's a really tough league.
Mm-hmm. Is there something with which the Polish league surprised you?
Well, I think that all the teams are really competitive toward each other. I think most leagues you have some teams who really are above the league and some that's really under. But I think here everybody's a little bit comparable to each other. I don't think we had one match where I was like, oh, this was really easy, you know. So I think this.
Mm-hmm. Was it a huge difference comparing this to, let's say, to Holland, when you've got, let's say, now top, let's say, four, where is Ajax, PSV, Feyenoord and AZ, and let's say them games against other clubs might be much more easier. In Poland, as you felt personally, for example, we lost both games against Termalika,
Yes.
which is now, I think, last in classification.
Yes, it's of course a little bit different because in Netherlands you look to the teams in top four always, and these games are for sure the most difficult ones. And I don't really have the feeling that here the top four or the teams under the top four are that much of a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so in last season we have experienced a lot of roller coasters. For example, game against Widzew, game against Szkędija, for example. But I think the biggest euphoria was in Szczecin. So
Yes.
how were you watching this game?
Well, of course, I started this game and I scored a 1-0. After that, I think it was really tough. I think Pogon was playing a good match also. So when I was subbed off and I was on the bench, I had a lot of tension, even that we would maybe concede one. But then Oscar scored the winning goal in the last moment. So I should say that I think this was the biggest euphoria of the last couple of months, and it was really nice to be part of this.
Mm-hmm. These games against Pogoń are always thrilling because we are talking about now the game which was playing in November, but also we remember that game which finally gave us qualification for UEFA conference in this season, current season. So how and what feelings were with you when you were watching the last game?
Mm-hmm.
Tough game because
Yeah.
it was finally we made a draw, which for us was like a victory.
Yes. Yeah. Well, so in these days I heard that I would come to Jaga. So and I know that if it was a draw or a win, we would go into the conference league. So I was watching this game a little bit nervous, of course, because it would make a difference. When I come here, of course, you play Europe or you don't play Europe. So I was watching it and with my friend, and then we see in the 75th
Yes.
minute, I see Nordby score a header. So I was really happy. So and I have one friend in Pogon who I play with in Greece under 21, Kamerami. So I spoke a little bit with him also after this, because after this game we had a camp. So it was really nice to see this.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, Dimi, especially in qualifications round, you scored some very important goals. The one of them, which was the first goal of Jagiellonia in this season in Novi Pazar, the second one in the end of qualifications against Dinamo Tirana, which in general locked the doors for Albanian team for this league phase. How are you feeling in this moment, especially that you have had to and you still have to compete with a top scorer of conference from last season with Afimiko Polulu?
Oh, I enjoy it a lot. I knew that when I came here it would be difficult to take the place, of course, of Afi, but I really enjoy, training with him, playing with him, learning from him. Like you say, he was last season top scorer in Conference League, so yeah, you look up to somebody like this. But we are good friends, and I think he helped me a lot to be a better player. I think he pushes me also to be a better player, and I think the other way around also. So for me it's good, and yeah, I just enjoy it, and I just hope to play as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. How you as a player are reacting when we as a team and you personally will play against such strong teams like we were competing against, like we were competing with in in last round, I mean about the Strasbourg, about AZ Alkmaar, about Rayo Vallecano. Now we are preparing, of course, beside games in Ekstraklasa for these 2 games against Fiorentina. So how was it, and how it will be important for you to compete with representatives of such strong leagues?
Well, this is what you play for. Of course, you want to prove yourself against the highest level. I didn't play too much, I think, against those teams you said in the group phase. So played a couple of minutes, so it's hard to really show yourself then. But no, I'm looking forward to Fiorentina, of course, big team in a big league, and I hope I can prove myself in this game.
Is there someone player with these teams which, in your opinion, when you watched on him, when you saw how he's playing from the field or maybe from the bench, you said, "Oh wow, what a guy"?
That we played, or you mean in Fiorentina?
No, I mean about from these teams which we already played.
Which were, well, in Strasbourg, I was quite surprised with the level of the guys who came in from the bench. I don't remember their names, but there were like 3 players who came in, 2 midfielders, and also
Barca, Panicelli.
yes, and then you had the striker. He was really good, and this midfield. So there you see, a big difference between levels, of course, because they were on the bench at first and they came in, but I think there are starters there. This was one of the games where I was really, seeing a difference in level.
Probably we will see them soon in World Cup in the national team of Argentina.
Yes, exactly. So yes, it says enough, I think.
How important for you as a player is the possibility of competing against such players, which soon you will be able to watch on TV in some big stadiums competing for the, let's say, the World Cup or some other huge achievements?
You want to be on that level yourself. So if you play against those players who are already there, you can measure the level. You can see, sometimes you can see, oh, I'm quite close. Sometimes you see like, oh, I'm actually far off this level. So I think it's always good to see this, even if you're still far from that, you will learn from it and will know what to do.
And tell me how you personally were acting when you were watching on the final results of Jagiellonia against such big teams, when you see that we drawn in France, that we drawn in Netherlands, that we lost, but very, let's say, unlucky against Rayo Vallecano. What does it mean for you?
For me, it was not a surprise, to be honest. Of course, these teams are good, but I think we are also really good and have a team with a lot of guys who have really big potential. So it was not a surprise, but of course, it's always the question if you can do it also on this match. But no, I was really proud of the team for this.
So my last question is game against Fiorentina, the legendary Fiorentina. Okay, we can talk now that they probably had a crisis now because now they are starting to collect the points in Serie A. But possibility of play against players like, I don't know, Dodo, Kean, maybe Dzeko, some other players, Gosens, for example. What it would be for you?
Well, of course, I will hope to play, to get minutes there in this game. And it means, of course, a lot if I would be able to show myself there in this game, so I can measure again on what level I am and hopefully help the team in this game.
Okay, so my last question, what is the goal of Jagiellonia in the second round?
We want to be champions. I think this is the main goal. And of course, we want to go through in Europe as far as we can. But I think we can do this. I think we all want to be champions and we have to fight for this.
Okay, coming back to the topic with which we have started our conversation. If you will be a champion,
yes,
will you prepare new tattoo?
Yes, for sure. I made the deal also with Arek. If we become champion, I will put a tattoo of Jagiellonia or of the cup or something. I don't know what yet, but I will put something. And Arek will have to put my name on his body. So we'll see.
Okay, so now we have only win a champion, and then let's realize these challenges.
Yes,
these challenges.
exactly.
Okay, Dimi, thanks a lot.
Thank you.